name itself says, Gaurav. And then if I move further, right, I have Shankar. All of you know what Shankar means. Then I have Piyush. So I don't, and then Piyush along with Mangal, right? So I never ever had the opportunity to actually moderate a session like this. I don't want to introduce them because my friend Chakravarti has already, introduced all of us. Now I'll tell you another reason why I like this panel. I saw 5 keywords, right? It started off, in fact, Chakravarti is a very good friend of mine. When he told me this is the session he wants me to moderate, I knew there must be some underlying secret. I saw those 5 pillars. One was technology. Now let me tell you that the speed at which technology is impacting all industry. I think it's a good thing that Chakravarti, you have put 5 different people in this panel along with me, an academician, right? So you have technology, and I can tell you, right, that technology is disrupting every sectors. You talk about packaging, I was hearing about Tetra Pak in the morning. I don't want to say anything conflicting. In fact, in my class, I have a quiz that is Tetra Pak sustainable? The students who say, yes, it is sustainable, they just lose out mark unless they can justify why did they say so. He said, look, aluminum and this and that, all materials, kind of merged together. I don't know how long will it take to become biodegradable. But in the morning, we saw some interesting example. I just wanted to tell you, just to say packaging morning onwards. Then we have infra. In fact, when I sat with Gaurav, I really understood how the kind of things that they do can be of interest to many people who are in the life sciences business. Then we looked at, so that was Gaurav is also into infra. You have switchgear, right? Switchgear, is something which Vijay is doing. And then you have the 5th one, which is this catalyst of innovation and overall value chain creation. So that's the theme. And I would like to just get started. And maybe I'll get started with Vijay Krishna, okay? And as far as Vijay Krishna is concerned, right, I want to be sure that I'm addressing Vijay and not Vijaya, right? Now, Vijay Krishna, so over there, okay? So let me just, so we have Vijaya Krishna, correct? So is it Vijay or Vijaya? So that A is extra? Oh, so we have an extra A also, right? So what's written there is Vijaya, but you should read it as Vijay. So I was just thinking, I was told in my left side it will be Vijaya, but I find Vijay, right? But yeah, so both are Vijay, right? Both are Vijay. Now, my question is very simple. One is slightly thought-provoking. Morning we heard Vagesh Dixit. He delivered a compelling talk. He said, we talk about Make in India, but you cannot really implement Make in India if you have to import all the machines, critical machines from Germany and Japan. That was his messaging. So I would definitely like to know, what is that you are doing, we are doing to ensure that molds and machines will see them indigenous, truly made in India. That's one. Second, some years back I conducted a research, and I must tell you that many industries don't really leverage the Central Institute of Tool Design. And I think there's a lot that you can do. They have invested huge money into infrastructure, creating infrastructure. And many companies, many MSMEs, for example, they complain that they don't have the infrastructure, they can't invest money. So my question, first one, what are you doing to really ensure that molds and machines are available in India? That's my first question. Second, how can they leverage your infrastructure?
Hello. Good evening, all. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity to tell about CITD. CITD is a Central Institute of Tool Design. It is established in 1968 under the Ministry of MSME. From that 1960 onwards, we are supporting MSMEs because we have infrastructure where MSMEs cannot invest more money on that. So that using our infrastructure, they can grow because they have orders. They can pick the orders from the different industries, PSUs, different defense companies and everything. And they cannot get the machinery. Machinery is a huge cost in that days, or now also a huge cost is there. And they need some technical support also. Suppose manufacturing any component or anything is required, one tool is required. Without tool, you cannot manufacture anything. Nothing you cannot manufacture. Our life is completely with the tools only. Anything is a tool. So for manufacturing and designing, they don't have a capabilities in small, micro, small. Leave it medium. Micro and small industries, they don't have any capability to design and manufacturing of the tools. And advanced machinery also. Suppose you take wire cutting machines and EDM machines, they don't have. Nowadays, these machines are required because nowadays the design is complicated and it is the manufacturable also. Generally, you will start that design for manufacturability. Come to nowadays, any part, any design can be manufactured because that process is completely changed. For that required, the very high cost machinery is required. They cannot invest on that. So here CITD is there, Balanagar, located in Balanagar. It is treated as a common facility center for MSMEs. I can say that in and around Balanagar MSMEs, our students, we conducting skill development and also diploma programs is there and PG programs is there, who are relieved from our programs. They became now the CEO of the companies. Proudly I can say many CEOs are used our services for develop their companies also, MSMEs also. So we are supporting MSMEs, making different tools and also supporting some public sectors wherever they're getting problems in manufacturing. We are supporting in design wise and manufacturing wise. So come to our package industry also, we can support you. Thank you, sir.
Great. So, I would now switch to my friend Piyush. And Piyush Mangal, as all of you know, is a Vice President, Operations and Commercials from Signode India. And I would like you to explain to the delegates and the August audience in very simple language what Signode is doing in ensuring that packaging is sustainable and what probably others can learn from you.
Packaging, if, I am a consumer of any product, why should I have a packing? If I'm eating a biscuit, I want biscuit, I pay for a biscuit, right? I want to get a book from Amazon, I should just get a book, right? I want to buy a oil, right? Why should I have a can, right? If I want to buy a Tetra Pak, a milk in a Tetra Pak, I should just, buy Tetra Pak. So that's the reason I say packaging is a necessary evil. Necessary, but evil. Nobody want, right? But, we are in the business of packaging and making money. So, earlier panel also you heard people, environment, profit. So we are into the business of secondary packaging, and what we have been doing, I don't know how many of you remember good olden days, maybe 30 years back or 40 years back, if you buy a refrigerator, it used to come in the wooden case, right? All large wash machines used to come in the wooden cage. And those were the times where we said, why wood? You are cutting the tree, why wood? And so 35 years back, 30 years back, when people worked, we came up with a solution. And today you don't see any of the durable in the wooden case, wooden packing. Now that's what Signode does, right? So how we reduce, which can be, what is sustainability, right? It is reduce, reuse, recycle, all that stuff. Now, you make money. You still make money, right? That's one aspect. The second aspect is any industry that manufacture anything packs. Now, packing can be done by hands, that is manual. It can be done automatic. So we also provide solutions where we provide those machines, semi-automatic, automatic, further automations, robotics, etc., where you reduce the manpower, right? When you are into food business or pharma business, you don't want somebody to touch the product. So no touch solutions. So in various ways, we give packaging solutions that meets the need of an hour. Yeah.
Wonderful. So let me now switch to switch gear, okay? And we have with us, another Vijay, right? Vijay Vandarkar. And so I would like to know from you, if you look at the switchgear industry, how technology is impacting, how factories in your space is becoming smarter, how do you trace switchgear? I assume you need to really trace them for several years as far as their performance is concerned. I would like you also to say what really others can learn from your industry.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. As far as switchgear industry is concerned, it is rapidly growing industry because everywhere you require electricity, everywhere you require automation, everywhere you require digitization, everywhere you require smart systems. So altogether, the electrical industry can contribute to various industry through effective switchgear design. Like AI can be used for design, safety, and other needs, basically, which will enhance the functionality of the product and safety for the consumer, and also consumer will feel like buying such products which are really helpful for them. So as far as AI is concerned, use of AI can help in designing in a very good way, because AI can give various data required for designing purpose. And through help of AI, we can generate maximum data, and with the use of human intelligence, then we can capture those datas which are necessary for my product. So like when we design the product, we do benchmarking also, benchmarking with the similar products in the industry. We also study their product functioning and their features of their products. So all these things AI can help us to give us the necessary data in one shot. And when we get such data and when we sit across our cross-functional team, then we can debate and we can analyze that what we can give the best in the industry. So studying everything will be done by AI, and through our human intelligence, we can design the product as well as packaging, which is most economical, most sustainable, most as per the requirement of the consumer, and taking care of various parameters like safety and any hazardous precautions if at all required. So all these things can be helpful in designing the package. Secondly is safety. Safety is a very, very critical thing in electrical industry because everybody is using current, and that current is get transformed into some functionality, and in that the human should be safe while using the product. So safety is very, very important. So we have safety parameters. So all those safety parameters we have to get into our product. So there also AI is of very much use, where we can have the maximum safety features which we can give it to consumer.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you. So let's actually listen to the man. We have Shankar Patel, as Chakravarti friend mentioned. He's the chairman of Indian Institute of Packaging, and he also happens to be managing partner Shiv Shakti Timber Industries.
Yes.
Now, I have very specific question. I would like to know from you, first of all, if our all of us, if we are interested in really designing greener and sustainable smart packaging, how do you do it? That's my first question. And how AI can be leveraged to do all these things better? And again, same question, what all of us can learn from you?
Sure. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And secondly, to your question, the great thing that how package design is important, and secondly, how AI can improvise and to greener, sustainable planet here. So first thing is that I am from Indian Institute of Packaging, and Indian Institute of Packaging is a government body, autonomous body, and established in 1966, means 50 years, 60 years, it's the 60th year we are into. So our institute is doing actually basically research in packaging technologies, new materials, what material can be used for the primary packaging, secondary packaging, and tertiary packaging. And while package design itself, we take care of the sustainability in terms of the global sustainable practices. Secondly, that whenever we design the package, first our aim is to protect the product and increase the shelf life of the product. These two main objectives are there in the mind of the designers, actually, packaging designers. And third is now is a sustainability. It is added one in the last 30, 40 years before. No one is talking about the sustainability. In last, I think that in 21st century, we are more focusing on the sustainability. And it's a good question, how AI can give advantage in producing greener and sustainable package. With AI, we can assume actually what exactly the product needs the packaging, that the dimensions of that package, it can be optimized. The thicknesses of the packaging material, if we are using 20 mm material and if we are oversizing that one, the AI can definitely help us in determining exact size of the package, thickness of the package. Instead of 20 mm, we can use 8 mm, 9 mm. optimizing that one. This way we can definitely help sustainable practices over there.
Thank you. So let me now move to Gaurav Rastogi. He is Senior Vice President from RX Propellant. Let me tell you, if any of you are in the life sciences business and you want to get into a campus, new campus, plug and play, so Gaurav is the go-to man. So my question to you is, it sounds very simple when you say plug and play. So if you a little bit explain them, what do you mean by plug and play campus, and how can they leverage? And suppose they have nothing to do with life sciences, because you do have a lot of people, they got nothing to do with life sciences. What they can learn from you, and how can they leverage you? Is there some way they can leverage you by benchmarking you or whatever?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Chaudhary. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Gaurav. I represent an organization called as RX Propellant, like Professor Chaudhary was mentioning. So we are a life sciences infrastructure and ecosystem development focused platform. And we are investing heavily in setting up world-class ecosystems and infrastructure in multiple cities in India. As I speak today, our current planned development portfolio in India is close to 3 million square feet, which is spread across 2 cities right now, Hyderabad, where we are operational in probably India's largest life sciences ecosystem called Genome Valley. And we are soon launching Mumbai's largest life sciences park called Navi Mumbai Research District. And as I speak, we are basically planning our next campus in Bangalore. So we are investing quite a lot of, I would say capital in setting up these campuses so that the companies, organizations who are either wanting to scale in India or want to set up their operations, it could be MNCs, who are trying to enter the Indian market, they can talk to us and get an easy access to infrastructure without a lot of capital exposure or time exposure associated to it, right? So this is the business that we basically do. And now we are also planning to further expand our reach into industrial usage. So we just do not want to be focused on pure play life sciences modalities, but get into all the areas that would need research and development. So especially in Mumbai, we are taking an industrial usage approvals as well. So it's open for all industries who do R&D, right? So you can please come and speak with us, and we'll be happy to find a solution for you in that case.
All right, great. So I would like to now open the floor for questions. Any questions? Any questions? Anyone would like to raise any questions? Any questions? Who would like to go first? Anyone got a question? Madam, would you have a question? Anyone got a question?
Yes.
What should be the lead time?
See, we typically do a speculative campus from early on itself. So we do it without a tenant in place. So the building, the infrastructure, the utilities are all pre-commissioned. The benefit for the companies who come and work with us is that they simply move in. And the only time associated for their operational readiness is the time they need to do their interior fit outs. Rest everything else, the building shell and all the high side utilities are pre-commissioned, including your chillers, power backup, ETP, ZLD. All those things are pre-commissioned in our campus.
You also help them with the licensing and all that?
So the campuses that we do are pre-approved for pharmaceutical and life sciences operations. So large part of the approvals are already in place. And the tenants are basically supposed to just simply take their own internal licenses, which are based on our approvals. So it's a pretty seamless process thereafter.
What is the tenancy that you have in Genome right now?
I mean, we are 100% full.
That's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any other question? Any other question? Yeah. Any other question? So maybe I have one question, which is for the Packaging Institute, right? So I want to know that what is the scale of your collaboration with industry, By the way, any of you have any project which is with the Packaging Institute? Any of you? Anyone is having any joint project, joint collaboration? So maybe my question is, how can industry collaborate with you?
Yeah, it's a good question, and very nicely I can say that the institute, the structure itself is a government and industry partnership. The governing board is consisting of the industrialists over there, and the institute is a government organization wherein we take care of all their regulatory requirements, standards, R&D, laboratory testings, and including the education for the packaging technologist. So industry definitely need the skilled manpower, efficient manpower, that we provide them the very ready to go manpower over there, the packaging technologist. And you can see that in India, almost all the MNCs are having Institute of Packaging students over there into their packaging and their procurement, their supply chain management. And very proudly we can say that Unilever Globe is having our alumni as their packaging head, Mr. Muthu Subramaniam. Now he came out from the Unilever. Like that, many of our alumni is there into the big scale, like all the MNCs we can say. P&G is there, the Coca-Cola, yes. Mr. Vijay sir also is IIP alumni, first, second batch, fourth batch. So this is the collaboration into the industry and the academia.
So a big hand for, Shankar Patel, because I think skilled workforce is very, very important. I did not know that they have MS in packaging technology.
Yes.
They have got undergrad course, which you just started in Delhi, which is in 4 years course, right?
Yes, sir.
You also have programs for industry, which is short term.
Yes,
Would you like to
short-term,
talk about
3
that?
months, 6 months courses also are there. It is called ITC, intensive training courses. And online courses are also there to improvise their skills over there. And these are very well recognized by the industry, the courses whichever the institute is offering. So all the industry is very well recognized them. And this is the 41st batch or 42nd batch that we are running over there, PGDM, PGDP. Huh?
In fact, we take people from, the students who
Yes.
pass out from IIP, and I must, add one more thing that for the industry, if there is any problem that with respect to the packaging, or even if somebody, industry want to export the hazardous material, IIP is the one who have to certify.
We
Without
certify-
that, they cannot
we certify the package
export.
over there.
Okay, very good.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Actually, one more thing is, which is very important, is that nowadays sustainability is a major discussion which is going on in the industry. And professional packaging technologists can work for the industry in collaboration with IIP. And many people actually do not know whom to approach for such projects. So IIP is the one with whom people can take up these projects, or any private consultant also.
Yeah, by the way, please, you have a question. Yeah. After that. Yeah, but still you can use the mic, then we would love more.
Yeah, regarding your question is IIP partnering with any industry. So in IIP, there's a 5 months course in which from IIP Hyderabad, we had 2 students who joined our, I am from Gland Pharma Limited. So, and they did the 5-month internship course. After that course, there is an option for the for the students if they want to continue take a job or they can want to sit for the campus placement. So based on that, they can take a call. So there is a partnership between IIP and the industry. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, you wanted to add something. Yeah.
Sir. In previous session, I heard that we all are discussed about the packaging, recyclable plastic. For recyclable plastic, there is no problem. I want to address that. What about the microplastic? The main problem is the microplastic. It will be the most harmful than the recyclable plastic. The microplastic will come from the what are using for children are using for chips packets, anything it is come from the microplastic will come. It is more dangerous. What is solutions you are, any research work is doing on that, they avoiding that plastic packaging?
And also one comment if you can make, I also see a lot of people are converting, these plastic bottles into building materials on the road, and then probably you will have those macron-sized plastics. So any research in this area?
Yeah. Anyhow, that rigid plastic and the big size plastics, we don't have any problem. But the microplastic, definitely it's a problemsome until unless we segregate it properly. And we have the culture, the segregating at the source. Otherwise, it is definitely problematic. And like Roshan elaborate over there, what exactly they are doing, they are spending a lot of money in collecting the data and are taking advantage of the data and trying to build something over there with that and to cope up with this menace actually. But definitely it is a problematic single-use plastic, microplastic. It is needs some serious solutions over there.
Correct. I want to know, is there anyone here who would like to add? Yeah, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Chandan, I think somebody is there.
Yeah.
I must say, while I agree with the general belief that microplastics is harmful for the humans, technically it's right. But as a packaging and pharmaceutical technocrat for the last 40 years in this field, I must say this is blown out of proportion. Thanks to the people like Greta Garbo and other people. I might sound a little different from others, but I must also say the studies is not still proven. Well, theoretically, you have the problem, and nobody has assessed the extent of their health and ecological impact. But बोलने के लिए इतना अच्छा होता है सबको, because the moment we say anything negative, I think it goes into the minds of the people. We are talking about the microplastics which get induced into our body by swallowing some drink or by having some foods which are exposed to the plastic. We talk about it. And also in the oceans, in the air, the microplastics are already mixed with the multiple proportions. So how harmful it is that? People are talking about that. But reality says that actual toxicity levels or exposure risks and long-term consequences are yet to be fought. So Dr. Vijay Krishnakant, I must ensure you, there are enough problems to worry about for the mankind. While I say that you should not stop worrying about, you shouldn't stop worrying about the microplastics. We start learning what packaging and what plastics are making humongous help to the human health. Especially in the COVID time, I always keep saying, but for the plastics, but for the packaging, we would have lost so many millions of more people. Take the case of Dharavi, the Mumbai, the Jhopadpatti. Millions of people live together. You cannot say lockdown and you cannot say live in isolation. Those days, plastics were the real saviors for the people. But anyhow, these are two different topics, not to divert away from the microplastics thing. But I wanted to assure all the people, let's not worry too much on the microplastics, let's worry so much other things, till such time the scientific the results prove. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Bharat sir is there.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to add something. There is a report by European Food Safety Authority on 23rd of October. It is available on their website, 53-page report. As per them, between 2015 and 2025 today, 1,711 studies have been published on microplastics and nanoplastics globally. And they picked up about 122 studies, then they narrowed down, I think 2025, it's mentioned in the report. and they did the thorough survey of how they have done, and the conclusion is none of the study is conclusive enough to say that microplastic is a concern. And at least if something like water is packed or anything is packed in a bottle, and the claims that we read in newspaper that so much of microplastic is not happening, that's not there. And it is there, and most of it is happening due to abrasion, but it is not that level that it will be they have given some recommendations for future studies, but at the moment they have debunked this 1,711 studies. Just wanted to, because this was a forum, people should know the right thing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Correct.
So thank you, the Bharat Bhai has really given with the statistics. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think a big hand for both Bharat Bhai and Chakravarti, right? Yeah. So I'm just looking at the watch, and one of the reasons why Chakravarti gave me the role of moderator to finish it, ahead of time. So if you have no more questions, I have a good news to announce. The session is over.